Are farrowing crates really necessary for your pigs, or are they just another expensive farming gimmick? Many pig farmers, especially beginners, struggle with piglet deaths, high stress in sows, and poor hygiene during farrowing. But what if I told you that one simple structure can save half your piglets, increase your profits, and give you better control over your farm? In this video, I'll show you the truth about farrowing crates, why they matter, how they work, their pros and cons, and whether you should be using them in your piggery. Stay with me because this might just change your entire farming journey. What is a farrowing crate? Let's begin by understanding what a farrowing crate really is. A farrowing crate is a specially designed metal or wooden enclosure that holds a sow, the mother pig, during and shortly after she gives birth. It restricts her movement just enough to prevent her from accidentally lying on or crushing her newborn piglets, but still allows her to stand, lie down, important. Now let's dive into why this structure can be a game changer for pig farmers. The main benefit of using a farrowing crate is reducing piglet deaths. When a sow gives birth, she can have 8, 10, sometimes even 12 or more piglets. These tiny piglets are fragile. If the mother lies down too quickly or rolls over while sleeping or feeding, she can crush one or several of her own babies by accident. That's where the farrowing crate comes in. It prevents the sow from turning fully, reducing the chances of accidental piglet death by up to 80% in some cases. Let me repeat that, up to 80% fewer piglet deaths. That's not just animal welfare, that's profit protection. Second, the crate improves hygiene and disease control. With good design, you can manage the floor, the manure, and keep everything dry and warm. Clean pigs are healthy pigs. Third, it allows you as the farmer to monitor the sow easily, assist during birth, treat wounds, give injections, and ensure that weaker piglets are fed properly. And finally, with controlled feeding zones, you can manage feed intake for the sow and keep piglets from stealing her feed. The disadvantages you must know.
Want to make your business blow up like boom? Want thousands to see what you sell? Don't just sit there. Do something crazy. Hit me up now on WhatsApp plus 233-542-161-990 or drop an email. Let's put your brand in the spotlight where it belongs. Be unforgettable.
But hey, let's be real. Farrowing crates are not perfect. Just like any farming tool, they have drawbacks. One big concern is animal welfare. The sow is restricted in her movement. She can't walk around or turn freely for days or weeks. That can lead to stress or discomfort if not properly managed. Some countries have even placed restrictions on farrowing crates for this reason. So if you're going to use one, make sure it's well designed and that the sow has enough comfort, good bedding, water, feed, and shade. Another issue is cost. If you're just starting your piggery and money is tight, building or buying crates might feel expensive. But here's the trade-off. Would you rather spend $150 to $300 on a crate, or lose 3 to 5 piglets worth $40 to $60 each during every farrowing? Long-term, crates often save you more money than they cost. Who should use farrowing crates? So now you might be wondering, is this for me? If you're running a medium to large-scale piggery, farrowing crates are strongly recommended. They help you manage multiple sows at once, reduce labor stress, and improve overall piglet survival rate. But even smallholder or backyard farmers can benefit. You don't need to buy expensive factory crates. You can build one yourself using local materials, wood, iron rods, or bamboo. The key is to get the size and spacing right. Are you raising pigs for business? Then you must treat your sow like an investment, and farrowing crates are your insurance policy. Farrowing crates versus farrowing pens. Let's talk about the difference between farrowing crates and farrowing pens. A farrowing pen is a larger, open area where the sow and piglets move freely. It offers better welfare and comfort for the sow, but comes with higher piglet mortality. So which one is better? If your main goal is maximum piglet survival, go with a farrowing crate. If you want to balance welfare and comfort, and you're willing to closely monitor the sow, then a farrowing pen might work for you. Some farmers even use a hybrid model, crate for the first 7 days, then transfer the sow and piglets to a pen once they're stronger. What does a good farrowing crate look like? A proper crate should meet these simple guidelines. Length, about 2.0 meters. Width, 0.6 to 0.7 meters. Piglet creep area, 30 to 40 centimeters on each side. Space for sow to stand, lie, and feed. Strong, smooth material, easy to clean. A heat source for piglets, lamp or warm pad. The floor should allow waste to drop through or be easy to clean. Ventilation is a must, and you'll want feeders for both the sow and the piglets. You can make a wooden crate or weld an iron one. Just make sure it's safe, secure, and comfortable. Real-life farmer experience. Let me share a real example. Joseph, a pig farmer from Ghana, lost 6 piglets in one farrowing season, crushed by the mother. After he installed homemade crates using wooden and leftover roofing sheets, his losses dropped to just 1 piglet the next season. His sow looked more relaxed, his piglets grew stronger, and his profits went up. Now he swears by farrowing crates. It wasn't fancy, but it worked. That's the power of understanding the why behind farming practices. Final advice and takeaway. So here's the truth. You don't need a farrowing crate to raise pigs, but if you want to reduce piglet death, increase survival rate, improve hygiene, and protect your profits, you should definitely consider using one. And don't wait until you lose 5 to 6 piglets to decide. Start small. Build one crate. Test it. See the results for yourself. Farming is about learning, adapting, and doing what works best for your setup. If you learned something new today, smash that like button so this video can reach more farmers like you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical farming tips every week.